this was a good win for us. Baseball, boy, it's a game where the tempo of the game, the pace of the game, they're all different. As many baseball games have been played in the history of the game, no two are ever the same. And sometimes they're high scoring, sometimes they're low scoring, and today's was low scoring. So just pitchers were throwing well, they were throwing strikes. We hit some balls hard right at them, they hit some balls hard right at us, and fortunately, we were able to pull it out there in the 10th inning.
When Falero comes up, runners on second and third, knows he needs to hit the fly ball. That's not always an easy thing to do because sometimes you can screw up, pop it straight up in the air in the infield.
Exactly, and the big thing was he was aggressive in that effect. Because we had Billy on third, Rasky on second, didn't matter, but we had that winning run on third with one out, and he's got to be real aggressive. That's not a situation where he's up taking, looking for a perfect pitch. And I think his first swing, he swung real hard, and he's up very aggressive, and then he shortened up his swing on the second one and hit it just far enough to get Billy in. So the unsung hero in that inning is Nate Anton. Nate had a heck of a bunt. Billy leads the inning off, and Chris goes up and gets on base, and then Anton, and I bet he hasn't bunted much in his life, but he got a big sack bunt down. Made the third baseman field it, so we get the winning run to third, and then Falero drove him in. So we got some production out of the 6, 7, 8, 9 there to win the game.
Billy puts the ball in play so much. That's why he's part of seemingly so many of these rallies for you this year.
He's doing a great job. Him and Bobby Boyd are in there competing like they're seniors as freshmen. And those two guys have bright futures ahead of them.
You're going to Georgetown this weekend. Obviously, another huge series for you in the Big East. If you get the kind of pitching you got today and a few hits, you feel good about your chances.
Well, we're just going to try to win the first game. Ideally, shooting a perfect world, you win every game you play, but unfortunately that's not the way it works. But we're just going to go down there Friday and try to win the first game. That's all we can do, and just trying to keep trying to win the game we're playing. We'll throw Corey Walter Friday night, and we're down to the point of the season where realistically to make the playoffs, we got to win. Got to win 5 or 6 of these last 6 games. We don't have a lot of room for error. We still got to get some help, but all we can worry about is us, and we'll go down there Friday and try to win the game.
Just leading off the 10th there, just trying to get on somehow and get something going.
Right, I was just trying to get anything going. We knew we had the bunt. Unfortunately, Rasky got the walk, so we had first and second. Nate put down a great bunt, and then Falero with the sac fly. So it was a good inning of baseball. I just tried, just getting a hit, or a walk or anything, just to try and get on base.
If you've discovered this year, if you could put the ball in play, you're going to have a chance to make some things happen.
Right, anything can happen, especially out here, real wet. Just trying to put the ball in play any way possible, and it'll work out for you. So fortunately it did in the last inning. We got the win, so everything was good.
Good kind of win to have going into Georgetown this weekend.
Right, try and get some confidence, especially with that, grinding, long rain delay. And we know that every game on for now, we have to try and win every single game, especially with the Big East tournament coming up, and we're trying to make it. So we're going to try and win every game possible. And this definitely gave us confidence going into Georgetown, and hopefully we can keep it rolling in the last two weekends.
Right. The first 3 games with Akron, a ton of runs were scored, and you almost expected another slugfest today. Are you a little surprised that the score ended up being what it was?
It's baseball, the score varies all the time. It just depends on, balls can be hit right at people. The pitching can be good one day, not good the other. So, we're just going to come out here playing, just try and get a win, and thankfully we did.
Was this probably the best pitched? I assume this was the best pitched game of the series with Akron this year.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Our pitchers did a great job. And so thank God Zach went out there, pitched very well for us. And Harlow came in, pitched well also, and T-Zach closed the door, so it was a good win.
If you get that this weekend against Georgetown, I imagine you'll feel pretty good about your chances.
Right, when we're firing on all cylinders, pitching, hitting, we're pretty hard to stop, so hopefully going into this weekend we play as well as possible. We're going to try to, and we're going to see what happens.